Hare Rama Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Rama
Hare
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 Rama
Hare
Rama Rama
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
जय
Ram
श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today is Friday. It is 30th of May. This is Jyeshta Masa, Trivikrama Masa, Sukla Paksham, Chaititi. So there are no Vaishnava events in the calendar today. We shall quickly move into our digestion in Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, so Buddha was speaking to Vidura and Krishna Katha. So far he has spoke about the Vrindavana pastimes, and then now Krishna has come to Madura, where along with Baladeva, so where he has killed Kamsa, and then he has dragged the dead body of Kamsa on the ground, so that giving assurance that no one has to fear anymore because of Kamsa. So he dragged on the ground with a great force. ततः स आगत्य पुरं स्वपित्रोः चिकीर्षयासं बलदेव संवितः निपात्य तुङ्गाद् रिपुयोतनाथं हतं व्यकर्षद् व्यसं भोजसौर्यम्. So in a great strength, he has pulled the dead body of Kamsa on the ground. So later on, in continuation with that one, after performing Kamsa's killing, so there are beautiful pastimes again, like Krishna and Balarama speaks to his father and mother. So again, previously, Uddhava was remembering, he was humbly telling his father and mother that my father and mother, so because of the fear of Kamsa, we have been placed in the Vrindavana. So due to that separation from you, we could not serve you properly in such a very humble mood. Um, so Krishna and Balarama, Tatambha Kamsad Buru Sankitanam, Prasidatam no Akruta Nishkritinam. So they have offered their humble obeisances to their father and mother, and then speaking such an humbly. There is much of information about it. But here Buddha is summarizing in a way that after killing of Kamsa, he was placed in the school of Sandipani Muni. There he has learned all the transcendental knowledge and all the arts and skills, 64 arts and skills in 64 days. And then later on, as a Guru Dakshina, he brought back the dead son of Sandipani Muni. Okay, likewise, Buddha is summarizing, so just it is very big chapter, but he is summarizing in one single verse. Okay, we are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, third chapter, verse number 2. सान्दीपनेः सकृत्प्रोक्तं ब्रह्मादित्या सविस्तरं तस्मै प्रादाद्वरं पुत्रं मृतं पञ्चजनोधरात्. Sandipanehe Sakrit Proktam. So Sandipani Muni, so when he was speaking, then just as once, when he speaks just only once, Sakrit Proktam, Brahmaditya Savistaram. Brahmaditya Savistaram. This is all the Vedas with their different branches of knowledge. Aditya, after studying all this Vedic knowledge, Savistaram, in all details. In all details. Sandhipanehe Sakrit Proktam Brahmaditya Savistaram. Tasmai Pradad Varam Putram. Tasmai. And then after learning everything from Sandipani Muni, Tasmai unto Sandipani Muni Tasmai Pradat Varam Putram. Pradat, he rewarded a benediction. Varam, Pradat Varam, that is Putram, his son. Mrutam, he was the dead already. So he has brought back Putram, Mrutam, Panchjana Udharat. Panchjana Udharat. Um, Udarat. Panchjana Udharat. So the region of the departed souls, this is the Panchajana and Udarat from that part of the region. So he has brought back the dead son of Sandipani Muni. So in other way, this is Panchadana region of departed souls. It is Yamadharmaraja support generally. सान्दीपनेः सकृत् प्रोक्तं ब्रह्माधीत्य सविस्तरं तस्मै प्रादद्वरं पुत्रं मृतं पञ्चजनोदरात्. The translation for this shloka. The Lord learned all the Vedas with their different branches simply by hearing them once from his teacher, Sandipani Muni, whom he rewarded by bringing back his dead son from the region of Yamaloka. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Can I request Saranya Mataji to read the purport, please?
Hare Krishna. No one but the Supreme Lord can become well versed in all the branches of Vedic wisdom simply by hearing once from his teacher. Nor can anyone bring a dead body back to life after the soul has already gone to the region of Yamaraja. But Lord Krishna ventured to the planet of Yamaloka and found the dead son of his teacher and brought him back to his father as a reward for the instructions received. The Lord is constitutionally well versed in all the Vedas and yet to teach by example that everyone must go to learn the Vedas from an authorized teacher and must satisfy the teacher by service and reward. He himself adopted this system. The Lord offered his services to his teacher Sandipani Muni, and the Muni, knowing the power of the Lord, asked something which was impossible to be done by anyone else. The teacher asked, and his beloved son the teacher asked that his beloved son who had died he brought back to him, and the Lord fulfilled the request. The Lord is not, therefore, ingrate to anyone who renders him some sort of service. The devotees of the Lord who always engage in his loving service are never to be disappointed in the progressive march of devotional service. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. So here it is about the Krishna's natural position. He is the compiler of the Vedas. Vedasya sarve ahameva vedyo vedanta krudveda videva chaham. And so in his Sekta Veshavataar, he has compiled all this, the Vedic knowledge into literary form as well. No one but the Supreme Lord can become well versed in all the branches of Vedic wisdom simply by hearing once from his teacher. That's why Krishna, he has extracted Sarvopanishido Gavo Dogda Gopalanandanaha Padavacha Hasidir Bhokta Dugdham Gitamrutam Mahant. So because he knows all the Vedic knowledge, so he has extracted the essence from all the Upanishads, Sarvopanishido Gavo, and then in a small a cream, that is the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So nor can anyone bring a dead body back to life after the soul has already gone to the region of Yamaraja. So this is not possible. But because these five material ingredients, they have already been merged into the five elements, and then soul has departed. But it is not possible. But only the Lord can bring the dead son of his spiritual master. So, but Lord Krishna ventured to the planet of Yamaloka and found the dead son of his teacher and brought him back to his father as reward for the instructions he received. So actually, so Krishna started like when Sandipani Muni asked his wife, what kind of benediction should we ask to Krishna and Balaram? They are not ordinary personalities. Then they are concluded that we need to bring back our dead son. And then Krishna and Balram, they said, yes, so be it. And then they went to the Prabhasa Kshetra where their dead son was sunken in the water. They have ordered ocean god, and then to bring back the son he has taken away. But Ocean has replied that I did not take your spiritual master's son, but there is a demon, Panchajana, so who is in my waters, so he might have taken it. And then Krishna and Balram jumped there, and then whose body is covered by the conch shell. That is the Krishna's Panchajanyas, the conch shell. He has collected that one, but there is no dead son of there is no son of Sandipani Muni there. And then later on, so they have departed to go to the Yamaloka, and then taking the conch shell there, they have blown the conch shell while standing in front of the gate of Yamadharmaraja's abode. And then by hearing the sound, Yamadharmaraj immediately came there, and then he has worshipped Krishna and Balaram as Supreme Personality of Godhead. And then Krishna said why they have come there, and then Yam Dharmaraj has returned the son of Sandipani Muni, and then Krishna and Balram returned the son back to Sandipani Muni. So this is very beautifully explained. It is in the 10th chapter, sorry, 10th canto. There it is described in detail. And the Lord constitutionally well versed in all the Vedas, and yet to teach by example that everyone must go to learn the Vedas from an authorized teacher and must satisfy the teacher by service and reward. He himself adopted this system. This is tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshante te jnanam jnaninaha tattvadarshinaha. So here Lord is just showing as an example that vidhi pranipatena, to know all the knowledge, transcendental knowledge. Pariprashnena sevaya, this is satisfy the teacher by service and reward. And then he has learned all these things to learn the Vedas from the authorized teacher. Upadekshinte jnanam jnaninaha tattvadarshinaha. So this is go to the learn from the authorized teacher. This is Jnanaha Tattvadarshinaha, who has seen the truth already. The Lord offered his services to his teacher, Sandipani Muni, and the Muni, knowing the power of the Lord, asked something which was impossible to be done by anyone else. That was impossible to be done by anyone else. We cannot bring back any of our dead fathers or forefathers back, but only Krishna can do it. Similarly, Krishna has brought back, knowing this incident, even Devaki Mata, she has asked Krishna that to bring back her 6 children, and then Krishna did it. And then they have come in the same form when they have been killed by Kamsa. And in the similar way, those 6 children were nourished by Devaki with her milk again. And then after she was satisfied completely, and those 6 children were elevated back to their positions in the heavenly planets. Okay, so that is the power of Krishna. And the teacher asked that his beloved son who had died be brought back to him, and the Lord fulfilled the request. The Lord is not therefore an ingrate to anyone who renders him some sort of service. So if we do any little bit service, then he will never ever forget about it. So he will return in so many ways. He will never ever forget. He always remembers. Na iha kraman abhinasosti, nehabhikramaнасоsti, pratyavayo na vidyate. Nothing will be lost in anything if we do in service to Krishna. Okay, the devotees of the Lord who always engage in his loving service are never to be disappointed in the progressive march of devotional service. Sometimes we feel that though we are doing it, all the services, austerities and penances, chanting and doing, because we may not getting immediate material benefit. Sometimes we may see that oh, I'm doing so much of things, so something like that. this is of the material things, the influence of the material nature. But actually, we should not have to be disappointed, because everything is not uh, lost. Everything is accumulated. Because though we are saving money in the bank, but we do not spend for ourselves, but it will be useful on one day. So the devotees of the Lord who always engage in loving service are never to be disappointed in the progressive march of devotional service. Okay, so this is from Srimad Bhagavatam. स्थान्दीपनेः सकृत् प्रोक्तम् ब्रह्मादित्य सविस्तरम् तस्मै प्रादात् वरं वरं पुत्रं मृतं जनोधरात् मृतं पंचजनोधरात्. Okay, so that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Okay, we shall notice Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. Okay, so today letter to Shri Trivedi ji, August 17th, 1970, Tokyo. Okay, can I request any another devotee to read this small letter, please?
Shall I read, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji, please.
Dear Sri Trivendiji, please accept my greetings. Since I have received your letter dated July 18, 1970, I have not heard anything from you regarding the murtis which are kept under your care. The matter appears to be very complicated because I do not know why Sri Chaitanya Research Institute has falsely declared to the chief controller of import and export that the murtis were donated by them, which while that is not a fact. There were 5 pairs of murtis, 1 pair being donated by Dalmia Jayan Trust and other 4 pairs being donated by Birla Trust. Anyway, it is practically near about 1 year the matter is being dragged. You will kindly therefore let me know by return mail what is the actual position and whether there is a possibility of carrying the murtis as previously agreed. If not, please let me know. I shall depute some of my representatives to take a delivery of the murtis and do the needful. At present moment, I am in Japan, and the above address and at the above address. So kindly reply by sending to me here. Yours sincerely, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Prabhuji. Any points Prabhuji wanted to add to this letter, comments?
Prabhu, this letter is more material than anything else, but I mean, still, Prabhupada is worried about the murtis, which is, I mean, we call it deities, and we want to establish and Prabhupada wanted to establish in the temples and do the puja. So I think Prabhupada is worried about those murtis. That's what I reflect from here. Very well, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So just Prabhupada wanted to know the facts, what is happening with the murtis, why they have claimed. That's today's letter. Okay, so thank you so much, Prabhuji. Apart from that, any other comments, devotees you wanted to add as well? It's usually Prabhupada's letter. And from the updates point of view, so today evening we don't have any events from our Sangha. And tomorrow morning we have got our Bhagavatam And then tomorrow evening we have got our Chaitanya Charitamrita with Krishna Keshav Prabhuji. Okay, so that is our upcoming events. And another update is that yesterday we have been myself, Sanchita Mataji, Saurav Prabhuji, Sham Prabhuji were discussing after the Krishna book session that for the fundraise of the Radha Yatra in the Bengal, West Bengal, that Vrindavan Das Prabhuji is organizing that one. So just we would like to raise the funds on behalf of our Sangha and then just send as a one single offering to Lord Jagannath in the West Bengal Radha Yatra. So that is what is just in a nutshell. I request Sanjita Mataji to describe any further information in detail, Mataji, if Mataji is available.
Yes, Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Yeah, that's the main message. So we are going to again make a flyer and see as much as we can. I mean, those Vrindavan Prabhu did mention and thanked those who have already donated, but he, uh, I mean, as I mentioned in my first message, it's a big project and he needs a lot of funds. So if we Saurabh Prabhu, like he wanted, like if he could spread the message. I mean, not in of course in our sangha as well as other places we have contacts and get a bit more fund for that. So earlier we had given Vrindavan Prabhu's bank details, but for him he's quite busy with the preparations already from here and getting his visa and everything sorted. So we unanimously decided, like how we do with our sangha fundraising with Amoga Prabhu's account. We will use that, those who have not donated or those who want to even contribute a bit more. So then we can do that in another 3 weeks and then send Prabhu the money, because I mean he on his to have the desire to serve Lord Jagannath and on your own, that itself is a big thing that Prabhu has pledged. So nearly 5,000 pounds plus his tickets and visa, he spends almost 6,000 or plus. That was last year. This year he doesn't know yet. So this is Jagannath giving us this opportunity to help in fundraising from our sangha, and especially this area, as we know, some of us know that this is a quite troubled area in West Bengal, and the most important thing is like Prabhu has this desire, like he promised his spiritual master that he wants to build a small temple, because when they do this festival, like in Puri Rath Yatra, we know that they come, we bring Jagannath to the Gundicha temple in this village where there are like more than 12,000 or like, I mean, I don't know the exact figure, but like in thousands, there are so many residents, but they do not have any temples. So only, a small villager, he very poor, they keep Jagannath for 7 days, and then the Ulta Rath happens. So Prabhu has this desire to build a small temple if possible. So that's a future project, but as a sangha, he requested us, like over a period of time, in few years, if we can collect some fund, and that is a different project, but I'm just disclosing. Yeah, so help him like build the temple. I think his land and all he can manage, not spending not a lot, but for the construction and all. So he has got this dream. So if like Jagannath is giving us this opportunity, so if we grab this and through our sangha help him, so and get the mercy of like we are getting this opportunity to serve. So yeah, that's what we decided. So quickly we'll get a flyer done, simple flyer, and then continue those who have not contributed yet. If we can just put something, whatever we can, but unanimously, collectively, the contribution becomes big. So till now, he has collected almost 400 plus pounds, something, not 500 yet, but like rest of the thing he has to pay on his, he's paying on his, it's not that he's asking, but he's paying like the rest, like, you know, from India, the village is poor, so they only get 50,000 rupees only, so which is 500 pounds. So rest, whatever 3,000 or 3,500 he's paying from his own pocket. So we can help in some way, it'll be good for all of us. So yeah, that's what we discussed, and Prabhu has Amoga Prabhu has kindly accepted to help in the fundraising, as he has done so nicely with whenever we have done. So he does it very nicely. So we requested him. So yeah, that's the update for now. And then yeah, Hare Krishna.
Mataji, Hare Krishna Mataji. Just is Prabhu from the area? Is he local?
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, so he it's his birthplace.
Oh, he's a Bengali. Okay.
Yeah, he's Bengali. I mean, yeah, I mean, I've given the number, you know, in the message, and you can speak to him also. He'll be very happy. And he actually was a pujari in Mayapur Vrindavan ISKCON temple. Sorry, not Mayapur, Vrindavan ISKCON temple, serving the Prabhupada Samadhi Mandir. He worked there for a long time, but just to earn a bit more. Here also he does a menial job, but even in spite of doing that, and I mean, the way he lives, very austere life, but he saves all throughout the year. So saving this 5,000 pounds for him is very, very difficult. He only works in a cash and carry, you know, just you can imagine how less he's earning. But still, I mean, he eats once in a day and saving all the money for Jagannath. So we were so much touched that we thought if we could help, like in some way, little only. I mean,
I'm just trying to think his I did like I didn't I can't figure. I'm sure I know him, but I can't recognize his face. That's what I'm saying.
Prabhu, I think he's a cook. I mean, he makes Mangalarti sweets and bhoga for Soho. So he's there on Saturdays. That's why he cannot come to our Sangha on Saturday. And morning also, he has got his own Jagannath deities at home. So he serves morning session. He cannot join. But sometimes he comes in manner, but not regularly. So you must have come across him.
Yeah.
But yeah, not very regularly. He hasn't got, you know, car or anything. So he walks, which is a long distance, 2-3 miles. I think he walks to the temple. So very austere life. I mean, if you know more about him, it's very, very. But if you see the enthusiasm in him, like a Shuddha Bhakta, like, you know, these are Shuddha Bhakta. Just he promised Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj that he will be opening a Prabhupada research preaching center. And then I think Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj left his body and he could not get more guidance, and that did not happen. Then COVID came, and then he spoke to Bhakti Charu Maharaj that, you know, Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj has said that you can take shelter of Bhakti Charu Maharaj. So Bhakti Charu Maharaj then instructed that making temple is, you know, it's lots of fund, it's needed. So you can do Rath Yatra if possible to start with, and then do collective fundraising and then make the temple. And I think yesterday Amoga Prabhu was mentioning, and Saurabh Prabhu was also telling to buy a land or something. But I think I was speaking to Pallab Prabhu. I think he has spoken to Pallab Prabhu, and he was saying that his own birthplace, he's think that one he wants to use his own, you know, what do you call, Poitrik Shampati, like, I mean, his own uh, family ancestral property. That's what he. Sorry.
Inheritance property.
Yes, but yeah. So that property he wants to use to make the temple. That's so maybe land in that case he might not buy, but I'm not very sure because Palla Prabhu had told me that I have to check with Vrindavan Prabhu, and then that is a long-term project, but it's very deep desire because, you know, we are so privileged that living here in UK, we have so many temples here and there, not only ISKCON, but there's so many temples. And in those villages, they do not have, I mean, any temple. So they all look forward to Prabhu, Vrindavan Prabhu, coming all the way 8,000 miles and just do the Rath Yatra. That's the only big festival they have in the whole year. So you can imagine how it is. He shared 2 more videos, so I can post that in the Sangha WhatsApp as well. So if you see the excitement of the people, I mean, the smile on their face, I just get goosebumps. So I was thinking, like, if we can help from a Sangha, it's Lord giving us this opportunity, like to Radha Krishna temple. There's so many, but in some parts they don't have any temple. So it's the same incarnation. I mean, different incarnation of the Lord. So Jagannath is with his open hands, like he's giving us this opportunity. So we should grab this and do as much as we can from the Sangha. And rest, of course, I mean, we say Jagannath he's Lakshmipati. He has got everything. He's only sees our desire. He can arrange funds and everything. But when the opportunity is directly coming our way, if we grab that and use it, it'll be really, I mean, we all get the mercy. So yeah, that's what Prabhu. Sorry, took a bit of time, but just wanted to give a briefing, like what is the plan of that is, I mean, temple is future, of course of action. Right now, he's going on 11th is Snan Yatra. He's going on 10th, but Rath Yatra is on 27th of June. So Saurabh Prabhu was telling that we still have that 3 weeks, a bit less than 3 weeks window to do some more fundraising and then help him, because when Prabhu is receiving, because he's finding it difficult, because he's asking me or Parla Prabhu that, do you know this person? Is it from your Sangha? Or, he does not know any of us, right? So that's why we decided, if we do it in one pot like we do, and then give it to him weekly basis, or I mean, that's what Saurabh Prabhu suggested, that, like, if he would need the funds before 27 because of prasadam and all. So I mean, weekly basis, Saurabh Prabhu suggested, if we get whatever we get, then we give it to, transfer it to him also. That's how we can help also. So that's what it was discussed in yesterday's meeting. And then Shyam Prabhu, he has got another group, like, Bhagavad Gita as it is, like those, I mean, neophytes who he meets at the temple. He brings them, but Saurabh Prabhu had asked to make a separate group for them. So they come on the Krishna Katha. So he said he will share the flyer in that group and other contacts. So as much as we can spread the message. So when we have a flyer, it's much easier, to spread the message and get as much as uh, fund as possible. And if we can contribute in making a temple, that feeling itself gives so much happiness. So that will be really good. That's all, Prabhu. For me. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
These are
Thank
one
you
more
so
thing.
much.
Yeah, those who have contributed, that's fine. Those who have contributed, that's not a problem for this Rath Yatra. But going forward for the temple, when we start that is a different thing. They can, put in pot and then continue from there. But those who haven't, then, we will be in the flyer, we will be giving Amoga Prabhu's number, like we do. And then devotees can, contribute henceforwards, like that. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Just to clarify. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji, for kindly updating those details. And we have got Shyam Prabhuji's group name. It says Bhagavad Gita as it is, the group name. And our group name is Uxbridge Gaura Sangha. So do you think it is appropriate so that our other group members, they think, okay, this is also our group, in such a way, they think that this fundraise is also belongs to everyone. Bhagavad Gita as it is group, of course, the Prabhuji is in our group only. So
Yes,
those,
Prabhu, that's a very nice observation. Yeah, I was going to write, like, normally when I make the flyer, we normally write Uxbridge Gora Sangha in all our flyers. That's what Saurabh Prabhu wanted me
yes,
to write, Uxbridge Gora Sangha. But you're very correct. Like, if we use the other group for fundraising, because the Vrindavan Prabhu was saying that some people from that group also, they are not even Indian body. They are like, some other, but they are also contributing. So you can suggest, Prabhu, what should we write? Um, like, yeah, they feel welcome. That is a very nice point you have mentioned, Prabhu. So you can suggest and we can discuss it late, like any name or something. Yeah, that's a very good point.
Maybe another flag with that name, but account is the same thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yes, Prabhu. I think that.
That's what is preparing and also consolidating the funds. But and overall, we would be offering it as Akshabrit Sangha and Bhagavad Gita as it is two groups.
Yeah, that's a very nice
Method.
thought, Prabhu. Yeah. So yeah, with the same flyer, we'll make a copy, and then other one we'll just write Bhagavad Gita as it is. Yeah, yeah. And
Yes.
I mean, I know you had suggested that, to there give sorry, Sham Prabhu's bank details, but for easier management, we Saurabh Prabhu said just to have one account. Also because because for you are lucky to have one dedicated account for our bank account for our sangha, like for fundraising. So which is easier because I think Sham Prabhu does not have that. So if he does his regular transaction from there, then it's difficult to maintain details and sharing screenshots and all that. So that way we can still continue in both the flyers, we can still continue doing as your account only, how we do.
Yeah, sure, Mataji. So two flyers, one is with our Sangha name, another is Bhagavad Gita as it is. All account details, everything will remains the same.
Yes,
And so while I share the bank statements, it would be the same for both
yes,
the.
yes. Yes, Prabhu. I appreciate that. Thank you for your pointing. I mean, that's a very good point. Yeah, Prabhu. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Okay, thank you so much, Mataji. Okay, so we'll share those details in one day, in 1 or 2 days. Okay, that's all from the updates point of view. Dear devotees, if you have got any other updates or any comments or you wanted to share any details, kindly share.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. So we finished chapter 2. Are we doing any
Yeah,
recitation?
we will shall recite tomorrow, Mataji. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll send the poll as well tonight.
Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
I heard maybe Sanchita Mataji or Usha Mataji, Meena Mataji knows this program. Is this coming Sunday is man or have a big Maha Morning Sangha program. So is it start from 4:30 to after Guru Puja, then prasad and breakfast. This is a second time for every month, beginning month, first Sunday is happening this program. So one Mataji, she told me that she um, serving manner. That's why she told me that if anybody want to go there, then is Sunday, coming Sunday, 4:30 to Mangalarati to Guru Puja till Guru Puja. Guru Puja is going to is Haveli, so there is I think big and nice program. So if anybody have a time, then go to there. She told me that Prabhuji. So Sunday, this is coming Sunday, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. So this program would it continue every month, first Sunday, Mataji?
Yeah, first Sunday. I think that last March month, first time. Then this is second time.
Okay. So hope it would continue in the future as well.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu. Last time it was I joined online. It was Swami Keshav Maharaj is giving class in Haveli. So I have the Guru Puja and then they flipped everything to Haveli, and they have Kirtan and then followed by Prabhu, Maharaj is giving class on last time. So hopefully this time Maharaj or maybe some other sannyasis will be giving class. I think, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for the information. Thank you, Mataji. Okay, so I think many devotees pop up on Sundays, but they can consider 4:30 early in the morning for Mangalacharan, Maha morning. Okay, thank you, Mataji. Any other updates?
Thank you, Bhante.
Okay, if there are no further updates, then we shall conclude and continue with the further japa. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यः च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनन्तकोटिवैष्णववृन्द की जय। शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। Hare Krishna conscious day, everyone. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत